If you have always been struggling to meet up with your New Year resolution or your plan for the year or whatever plan you have, this video is for you. In today's video, I am going to be sharing 10 insightful and powerful lessons that I learned in 2024 that will transform your 2025 and beyond. Hello, my co-host, how are you doing? If you are new here, you're welcome. Enchanté, Dalo, bienvenue. This is Tellasis Reviews and Lifestyle. 10 insightful and powerful lessons that I learned in 2024 that will transform your 2025 and beyond. These lessons come from my personal experiences, my challenges, and of course, the amazing feedbacks from all of you, my incredible community. This isn't just about my journey, it's about how we can grow together. I'm gonna do this video in 2 parts. So this is gonna be the first part. Grab your note, let's get right into it. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video. Number 1 powerful lesson that I learned last year that had followed me into this year that I believe will transform your life is the power of authenticity. The power of authenticity is one of the greatest tools that will help you achieve your plan in 2025. Do you ever always feel that you have to change who you are to be able to fit in? You don't have to feel that way again, because you don't have to change who you are to be able to fit in. Number 1 reason is because you are more powerful in who you are. You will make greater difference if you embrace who you are. For example, if you are a content creator, if you go on and keep copying other people's idea to be able to create your own content, I bet you it will not feel original. It will not flow. It's just, even if you succeed in gaining viewership because you copied someone that is a big YouTuber that is following a particular trend or a particular style, it's just a matter of time. You will start feeling burnout. You will start feeling so exhausted. Because why? It is not the original you. How long will you keep keeping up with copying the person's idea? But when you create an idea from your originality, from who you are, from your personality, and then transform it into a way that it will resonate into the challenges that people are having, to add value into people's life, it will bring more attraction. A typical example of that is the video that I posted, which was warned against washing my 4C hair with this product, the OC product. Listen, that video is one of the videos that I am expecting low turn up. It was because it was so random. It was so natural. I just get in there, wash my hair, be me, and see what happened. It gained more views than I expected, and I'm sure it is still gonna gain more views because it is an evergreen content. It is natural. So even if you are getting into a relationship, even if you are getting into business, you're starting content creation business, embrace your authenticity, because you can't get into a relationship assuming another person's character because you want the person to like you. You don't have to take your originality backstage when you are getting into a relationship. In fact, I advocate that you bring to the forefront in a relationship, in whatever you're doing, your originality, because I believe that bringing your originality to the forefront is what will magnet people that will like you for who you are, and these people will stick with you. They will not go anywhere. Listen, authenticity is sexy. Authenticity is powerful. Authenticity builds trust. Authenticity builds a lasting relationship. So learn to grow and stay in your authenticity, because the power of authenticity will help you go extra miles in achieving your dream, your plans, your goal for this year, because it will always attract the right people your way, either to help you, to cheer you up, to support you, or whatever it is that is the positive advantage that you need. Those ones that didn't like you from the beginning, they will slide. So I'm going to give you tips that will help you to be able to embrace the power of your authenticity. Number 1 tip is, do not compare yourself with anybody. You are who you are. You are a blueprint of yourself. Find that thing that make you unique and move with it. Do not compare yourself with anybody. Yes, the voices will come to your head, do this one, do this one. Or maybe in your relationship, your partner will tell you, don't you see how this person is behaving? Don't you see how this person is behaving? However anybody is behaving is who they are. They embrace who they are. Embrace who you are. Do you. Anybody that loves you will love you for who you are. Number 2 is committing to that unique quality that you have. You see, some people will tell you that this thing about you is very bad, you need to change it. Fine, if it's really terrible, you have to work around it in a way that it will make you shine. Do not hide because there is something negative about you that you do not have the power to change. Those things that you do not have power to change, that is who you are, that is your blueprint, that is your stamp. Embrace it, make it shine, and let it be the aspect of your life that people will embrace instead of being the aspect of your life that will throw you off balance. That is few tips that I will give you to help you to build the power of authenticity. What if I tell you that perfection isn't what drives success? Will you believe me? Will you? But that is true. Perfection isn't what drives success. Consistency is what drives success. Number 2 lessons that I am also applying in 2025, that I know that it will help you thrive in 2025 and beyond, is consistency. Listen, consistency beats perfection. I say that again. Consistency beats perfection. So embrace consistency in 2025 in whatever you are doing. I'm sure this is not the first time you are hearing it. All these people that became wealthy men and wealthy women and whatever it is not because they are so perfect and they never made mistake. No, it is because they were consistent even when they were failing. They keep going. Even for you to be rich, you have to be consistent in saving. You have to be consistent in putting in the work. You have to be consistent in applying knowledge, learning to thrive. So perfection is not what drives success, but consistency surely will drive success. So in 2025, number 2 lesson that will help you to achieve that your New Year resolution or your plan to thrive in 2025 and beyond is consistency. I'm going to use also my YouTube channel as an example. Last year, there are times where I was really down. I didn't create any video, but immediately I got back to my feet. I started creating content. I told myself from the time I got well, after I was sick for a while, that I will make sure that I post at least 1 long video every week and 2 or 3 shorts every week. But I went beyond that, and that consistency have helped me to grow in my viewership. I wasn't looking at if my videos were perfect. I opened myself up. I was embracing so many contents. I was just putting it out there, looking at it to see what happens. It was a success, and this is the reason why I am bringing the same attitude into 2025. Consistency, because I have seen that the power of consistency brings progress. Why it is also very powerful is because as I was consistent in posting the video, it also helped me to learn and sharpen my skill. So the key takeaway here is take progress over perfection. Because as you are consistent, putting in the work, making mistakes, you are also learning. And as you are learning, going through that learning curve while failing and making adjustments step by step, you are progressing. And this is getting you to the success point. A few actionable tips that I will give you for you to be able to embrace consistency, to be able to achieve success is: number 1, starting small. Number 2 tip is choose one habit and commit to it daily. For example, if you are the one that struggles to fast, for example, and you want to start fasting, right? You eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The first thing you would do is cutting out breakfast. And cutting out breakfast is not saying that you have to cut out breakfast completely because you are not used to it. You can decide to push back your breakfast. Instead of eating your breakfast, let's say you take your breakfast at 10, you push it back with 1 hour and try it for 1 week and see how it goes. Then the upper week, you can add 2 hours, push it back for another 1 week to 2 weeks, see how it goes, additional 3 hours, and that way you will start growing your stamina in fasting. And when you give yourself that habit of doing it, committing to a habit of doing it for 1 week or 2 weeks, for that week, stick to it and see how much progress you will make in everything you do. This is I gave you example in fasting. This is also how you will also apply it if you are trying to incorporate fitness workout in your daily routine. This is how you will incorporate it small. You can say, this week I'm gonna do walking, and then next week from the walking I'm gonna add it running. The whole of next week I'm gonna run. And then you can now, after 1 week or 2 weeks, you're comfortable with running, you can now say, okay, I am going to start jumping. That way it will help you to build consistency and it won't stress you out. Everything you do, study, the same thing. And the final tips for this one is journaling. Journaling the things you have to do. If you feel like having it in your head, you will forget, you will not be able to apply it. Journal it, turn it into a plan, stick it on your wall, set alarm on your phone to alert you. This is example of planner that you can use on your phone to set your plan, that it will give you a reminder to do this. I made Wheel of Life last year, and this year I didn't do Wheel of Life. What I did was kind of a table to align my plan. That helps me to know what I am doing for the week or for the quarter or for the year. So this is how you can plan yourself, journal things, make put a reminder on your phone or put a timetable, calendar or whatever for you to be able to remember to stay consistent in your plan. So I wrote one thing here. I said, missing a week doesn't mean failure. It doesn't mean no gap time for rest. It just meant don't give up and don't pack up and always come back. Don't wait till 3 years to come back, and never say never again. So why I said this is because there are some YouTube channels, some people that will start their YouTube channel, they will look at what other people are doing and they will get discouraged and say, no, I'm not gonna do it again. They fall and they never got back. 1 year passed, 2 years passed, 3 years passed, they are not yet back. This will not give you success. Whether you are running business, whether you are in a relationship, whatever you do, you have to give it your time, your effort, and not give up. Yes, you can stall, you can fall, but don't stay there. Stand up and keep going. This is how you will achieve results. Progress over perfection is the key. Just keep going, no matter how small. You can do anything you want to do if you start small. And number 3 lesson I learned in 2024 that will help you to succeed in your New Year resolution of 2025, your goals and beyond, is embracing adaptability. So many people are very scared of change. Instead of embracing change, they rather stick to one thing. Listen, change isn't scary, is it? It's not. Change isn't scary. Change is actually a beautiful thing. Back in the days when I was in school, in physics class, they always tell us that one constant thing is change. Everything can remain the same, but one thing that is constant, that will always happen whether you like it or not in this lifetime, in this your existence as a human being, is change. You have no control over it. If you decide to get yourself stuck in one place, then you will remain there and nothing will happen. So change isn't scary. Change is necessary. I will tell you one thing about me. And it's also a struggle that I face as a content creator. I struggle to be doing one thing over and over and over and over again. I get bored. It bores me. Doing one thing over and over again bores me quickly. And it plays out so bad that I might decide to myself that I am gonna make workout video for 1 month. I'll tell myself I'm gonna do workout video for 1 month. Guys, I am telling you that how my brain is wired is so weird. I will actually set camera to start workout. Guys, you know that from nowhere, I will start creating something else completely that I didn't even plan. I will see myself doing a completely different thing because my personality, I'm like, okay, I've made workout video first time, I make it second time. Okay, we are cutting it out. We don't want to do this. Cut it out. This is me. And I have struggled to, to stay in one thing, but I say that it's not possible. I embraced it. I embraced the change, whatever comes. Yeah, people will look at my video and say, your video is everywhere, you don't have focus. But the truth of the matter is, unfortunately, my personality is not allowing me. Meanwhile, I also believe that change is beautiful because the algorithm is beginning to figure out this kind of personality. Maybe you can call it ADHD. I don't know. Some people will call it ADHD, but I call it nothing. I call it a normal life, what life should be, because right from time in my life, I like versatility. This is who I am, and I embrace it. I adapt when things change. I can easily change to adapt to, whether it's new technology, whether it is new environment, whether it is meeting new friends, whether it is traveling to a different country, I can easily transition to welcome different people, to understand with people, and I love it. I am not scared to embrace that because it is simply beautiful and it is necessary. So I am going to give you a few tips that will help you to embrace adaptability so that you will be able to apply it in your 2025 to aid you to succeed, so that you won't fall behind. Because where we are in life today, things change quickly, and you need to learn how to catch up very quickly with things. That way you can thrive in 2025 and beyond. So quick tip how you can do that: set a goal. Give yourself task to try something new every month, or every three months, or every two months. Set a goal to try new things. If change doesn't come naturally to you, just the way it comes to me, because I can easily jump on anything and learn it. But if it doesn't come to you quite naturally, I bet you, if you plan yourself, let's say the 4 quarters of the year, and say in the first quarter I am going to learn this, in the second quarter I am going to learn this, in the third quarter, by the end of the year you have mastered different skills. That will help your channel to grow. That will help your business to grow. This is applicable in everything you are doing in life: skill, business, career, fashion, lifestyle. Because when COVID happened, do you have a choice? No, you didn't have a choice. Everybody have to pack inside and stay inside, and we don't know what is coming this year. So you have to train yourself to adapt to changes. One key takeaway I want you to hold on to when you are embracing change is that change brings growth. Growth does not happen in a comfort zone. Growth happens outside of your comfort zone. So take this, and it will help you to feel comfortable in adapting to change. And what is the one thing that people often neglect but desperately need? It is self-care. Self-care. And number 4 lesson I learned in 2024 that will help you to succeed in 2025 and beyond is the importance of self-care. Guys, I said it in the self-care video that I made in my video. I will put the link up here or somewhere. Self-care is something so simple, very simple, but is the most thing that people neglect, especially when chasing life goal, when chasing money, when chasing a lot of things. Even life challenges, difficulty in life can make people forget and neglect their self-care. Meanwhile, they desperately need it, but they prioritize other things in life over their self-care, and at the end of the day, it takes toll on so many people, especially those of us that live in the western part of the world. The running around can be so overwhelming that people will lose it just chasing money, especially immigrants. We immigrants in the western world, we are always chasing something because we need to take care of people back home. We need to build this, we need to build that, we need to do that. But then we neglect the most important thing, which is taking care of ourselves. Taking care of ourselves. Sometimes I sit down like this when I am going through it, and then I'm struggling to find time to do things. My heart goes out to single mothers, and I wonder, how do they do it? They will go to work. If you don't go to work, who will pay the bill? Their childcare is there, and they come back and they have to face the child. And what about them? So this is why balancing it is good. Learning how to make the money and also learning how to balance it, even if it is just little time. It doesn't have to be, a lot of time. Even if it's just 30 minutes of your time, you invest in taking care of yourself. Please utilize it, because so many people leave this earth not because it is their time, but because stress took them away before their actual time. But if there is a way that they paused to take care of themselves, to even listen to their body, it would have been a very different case. I know this is tough. Again, I am referring to single mothers, single fathers. I know this can be tough, but if you can have a discussion with your workplace, if you can cut down on things and try to, as you are prioritizing your child, your children, prioritize yourself too, because you need to stay alive for them. You need to stay strong for them. So while you are prioritizing them, prioritizing the other things in life, you need to prioritize your life too. See it that self-care isn't selfish. It is a way to recharge, to show up for others, to show up for the ones you love, for the people you love to even enjoy you and love you more. That's what self-care is. Try to incorporate small self-care habits into your daily routine. It doesn't have to be much, like I said. It can be little incorporation of self-care, even if it's one day a month or one day in 2 months, to love yourself, to give yourself 1 hour full pamper. It counts. For those that have children, you can plan ahead and create this routine in such a way that maybe if it needs you, that you have to call a minder to look after your children, so that you go and have 1 hour to yourself or 2 hours to yourself. You can start saving. Give yourself two months window to save for the nanny or for who will Opel that will come and look after your children on that day that you have planned to give yourself that pamper. For single people, it's easy. Work and plan a day out in the city where you will, mingle, walk around, take fresh air, rejuvenate, smile, laugh, meet with people, make friends, have open minds. Don't carry a lot of things in your mind, so that you will be able to, feel fresh to come back to your work to be more productive. Another way is practicing gratitude. Stay calm, go to the field, go to the beach, listen to the flow of the river, the water current, mindfulness, practicing mindfulness, because it doesn't have to be pamper and everything. It can be where you can stay still, relax, sleep, and, be able to practice mindfulness. It helps. The final one for this part, which is number 5, is finding joy in the journey. Finding joy in the journey. I will explain. Let's say you made a plan to travel with a friend. The joy of the traveling is not the destination you're going. The joy of the traveling is the happiness you get through the journey of that traveling till you get to that destination. All of them makes the destination worthwhile. The journey, the travel, the experience, the joy, the laugh, the hugs, the scenery, the things you people share together along your journey till you get to the destination, they are all the package that creates the happiness. This is what I mean by finding joy in the journey, because Happiness is not about the destination, it is about the way that you made the travel. Reflecting on my travel vlogs, the most experience that made most of those journey worthwhile is the way we did things during that journey bonds us together, and it's the story that we have and the story that we cherish. So when you are running business, make up your mind this business is going to be successful, but most of all, embrace the process, because it is those processes that will make the end point, the success of the business, worth it while. You know, the time you were beginning, the time it was just you. Like for now, I'm enjoying this era because it is just me being the content creator, the editor, the writer, the production manager, everything. There will be a time in my channel that I will bring other people in the journey, and we will start scheming together, writing scripts together, sharing tasks together, you know. And there may be a time where I will even create new YouTube channels, build branches, and all of this journey is what makes the success, what makes the journey, what makes the destination worthwhile, because we have something to talk about. We can talk about the way we walk, the baby steps till we get to where we are going. The same thing if you are trying to get a new experience, if you are trying to get into a relationship, whatever you are doing in life, it is not the destination, but the way you get to that destination is what counts. So make it worth its while. Find joy in every moment. You see it here. Enjoy every moment. It's very important to me. Enjoy every moment. It is very important. If you are going to find this difficult, which I doubt you will, but if you are going to find it difficult, find a journal and start documenting your happy moments, your joy journal. Start writing your joy journal on that journey. That will help to motivate you to keep making more efforts, to make more joy steps. You will capture happy moments, small moments, every tiny thing, and that's when you will know that every little moment helps. You know, every little moment. I was having a discussion with my friend this week, and she was commending me the way I always embrace people, you know, cherish people. And yes, because I might be setting camera to create a content, and a friend that I haven't seen from another city, and the friend may tell me, I am leaving tomorrow, I just landed the city. My dear, I'm gonna pack up the camera, right, to go meet that friend, because that moment counts in our journey. I can always make the video, but I may lose the opportunity to capture that beautiful moment of cracking joke, of, you know, running down the past memory lane I had with a friend. I might lose that opportunity and it never comes back. So this is the reason why it is very important to me. I will pack up making content to go share beautiful moments with friends, community, and loved ones. And this is one thing that had helped me in 2024, and I am bringing it back in 2025 in a different way, because I want to bring you alongside. We are going to build community. I am going to set up events that we can make friends along the line in this 2025 that will help us to thrive and explore together. So you can bring your idea and we will share it together to be able to thrive. So these are 5 powerful lessons that I learned in 2024 that transformed my life, and I am sure that it will transform your journey in 2025 and above. And don't forget to come back and tell me how your experience is. So in the next video, I am going to share the rest of the 5. See you in my next video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video. You know I love you. See you in the next one. Bye bye bye. One love. One love.